Crew Championship, the best club crews in the world. Over 2,000 metres today in the Premiers and the Juniors. Steve, we are looking forward to some brilliant times and some very exciting racing. As on the screen, we see the teams just getting ready now to hit the water once again.
Yes, Paul, and you can see there Falls Creek Canoe Club there from Canada, just loading up their boat and moving out the Falls Creek crew, who did very well during these championships in the seniors.
Penny will be happy, actually. Penny McNutt from British Columbia has talked about them. She's watching them. Here's Team 6. This is Triton.
Triton from the Philippines, yeah. Triton in the very bright outfits there, and they're from the Philippines, and they look to be in good shape there, paddling nicely. So they're in lane 6.
We're loving the colour and the spectacle down here, and today even a bit more multicultural sort of feel to it. If you've just joined us, Hungary is joining us today, and also the Czech Republic, plus some of the old stalwarts like Falls Creek. There's Falls Creek again on camera there. So as you were saying, they had some great success in the shorter race. The other day, they were on that podium so often.
They were, and if memory serves me correct, the newly married couple were from Falls Creek, and I've had a couple of comments in it. They said gives a new TV reality show, The Love Boat, dragon boating. Yep, in Singapore. So say some German expats have formed this German Dragons from Singapore.
Dragon Warriors Dubai on the screen at the moment, number 8. A lot of expats live over in Dubai. Just go to some of the comments as well. If you'd like to answer the comments, we'll read out as many as we can and get our broadcast basically tailored to some of the things or some of the teams you'd like to see. Ronald Bogart cheering for Red Dot Paddle Club, and Ben's lovely shot of Triton here on your screen right now. The Philippines crew, great to see them. And Steve said they looked in great shape. They certainly look very fit. A lot of the teams, obviously, well, in fact, every team is. Now you've got a lovely long shot here of the course. It's about 400 or so metres down to that first turn.
Falls Creek Racing Canoe Club. So Falls Creek away. Enthusiastically cheered on by the crowd up here in the grandstand. And last away is the Dragon Warriors Dubai. So we've got all 8 crews out on the course now in this staggered start, and they'll make their way around for 2 circuits of this course, and they're making their way down towards the first turn now at the far end of the course. So the first one to go into it is the German Dragons from Singapore. Then we've got the Typhoon Dragons from Hong Kong, Top Express J Dragons also from Hong Kong, Brisbane River Dragons just in behind will be the German Dragons Singapore, and they've opened up a bit of a gap now over the Typhoons Dragon Boat Club. Now just behind them is the Top Express J Dragons. Then we've got Brisbane River Dragons, now the North Shore Dragons starting to make up a bit of ground there. Triton just behind them, then Falls Creek Racing Canoe Club and the Dragon Warriors Dubai.
Some wonderful shots from Floodlight Media being picked up here. If you would like to go to their
J Dragons, so the Brisbane River Dragons moving through. Then we've got the North Shore Dragons. They're based in Auckland. That's the North Shore Dragons, and they've been consistently placed in the top 6 in New Zealand competitions over the last few years. So it's the North Shore Dragons from Auckland going well there. Then behind them, we've got Triton from the Philippines, Falls Creek Racing Canoe Club. Yeah, so Paul here, a couple of passing manoeuvres has seen Brisbane River Dragons move into second place here. There's a bit of a clash here between 2 crews down here.
Boat 3.
So it is Top Express J Dragons and Typhoons Dragons. So Typhoons Dragons and Top Express. A bit of an incident there, so that may affect or will affect the result here. But that allows North Shore Dragons to move through. Top Express J Dragons will move back into the race. And then here's Falls Creek also made up ground now. Unfortunately, Typhoon's Dragon Boat Club have had to swing around and manoeuvre back into the race. So an unfortunate incident there was Typhoon's Dragon Boat Club and Top Express J Dragons coming together there. Now Triton, which will affect the result of this race. Now here's Brisbane River Dragons. They've certainly come through. They started in fourth, now in second, so they're doing it nicely. And then this is Falls Creek, I think you'll find, in seven, who are on the inside now of Top Express J Dragons. So they've done very well too, moving through from seventh to actually third position, Falls Creek. So that may put them in medal contention. And then we've got the crew from North Shore Dragons up there. I think that's them on the outside of Falls Creek. And then we go back to Typhoon's Dragons in Boat 2, Top Express J Dragons back there in Boat 3, and Dragon Warriors Dubai and Triton. But here they come down now. This is the crew from Brisbane River Dragons crossing in second. Now a great paddle here from Falls Creek Racing Canoe Club. They've actually come through to finish third across the line. Great paddling there from Falls Creek Racing Canoe Club, finishing in third, cheered on by their supporters here in the grandstand. They're in front of North Shore Dragons from Auckland in New Zealand, who have also done well. Then we come back to Top Express J Dragons from Hong Kong, and then it's a fair way back to Typhoon's Dragon Boat Club, and then Triton down there, and it looks like that's Dragon Warriors Dubai at the tail of the field.
Well, it'll be interesting to see any adjudications that come out of the incident in front of us as well. What a run from the team from Falls Creek. So impressive. They've been just full of muscle and grunt, aren't they? They've been great. They've got so much support. It seems as if every day we're here, Falls Creek or a Canadian team is really prominent, and they'll do well today. On the merits of that, you'd have to think, like you said, that they'd be probably in medal contention. We will do a replay of the incident, by the way, Steve, straight after this is finished.
Okay, and we'll just finish off this race here as they come down. This is the Typhoon's Dragon Boat Club from Hong Kong coming down now, and then just behind them, Boat 6, that's Triton from the Philippines. And then we've got the Dragon Warriors Dubai in Boat 8 just heading down towards the line now. And there's Triton finishing. And here's the Dragon Warriors Dubai coming down towards the line. And if you're down there in the food court area, watching on the big screen there, the streaming screen, they're going to give a replay of that incident up here on that turn up here near the grandstand. So there's Dragon Warriors Dubai crossing the line now, and all 8 crews in. So we'll leave that now to the judges, timekeepers and course officials.